Okay, you said go ahead. Alright, okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go!
Alright, so I'm just gonna wait for the stream delay to show up so I see what's going on. But, you know, this is Super Mario New Star. You know, it's a hack that most people don't really talk about. It's pretty old, but, you know, I don't think we've had it very much at the, at this marathon before, if at all. So it's good to see it being run now. Dang, that's a lot of stream delay. I guess I'm getting double delay. I should probably open Tala stream so I can see sooner. Alright, that should be easy.
Here we go!
Okay, so he's going to wing cap right away to get some stars there. Unfortunately, the star's too far away to be able to like jump off the switch and then directly get the star to skip the switch text box, but that's just not possible to do, it seems. Alright, so then he's just gonna do the wing cap again. We get some heads. Bit rate, please. Yeah, so pretty standard stuff. I mean, there doesn't seem to be all that many difficult tricks or precise things in this run, from what I can tell from watching it. And, you know, in some levels there are some sections where movement's a little bit awkward, so I mean, I guess I can see why that attack isn't played all that much, but I mean, it's still a decent hack casually, at the very least. I mean, I don't know about speedrunning, but I feel like it's a bit underrated because people don't really play it very much, but I don't know, it's good to have the marathon. Because probably a lot of people might not have seen this hack before. Alright, now it's going to be course 1, I think, if I remember the route correctly, if it is the same as before. Yep, okay. Oh yeah, so this level has this tower in it, where you kind of climb up along the edges, but it's like really thin paths. So the camera can be a little bit awkward, especially if you don't have parallel cam, so you kind of gotta zoom in Mario Cam to make sure you can see anything. And like, these are really tight corridors, so it's hard to go through them fast because, you know, you're kind of limited on how you can move because there's so many walls in the way and such. Alright, so that looked okay, I think. But yeah, that's kind of one drawback with this hack. There's a decent number of times where, like, you're in very small corridors like that, and it's hard to see because there's not really any place for the camera to go to get a good angle. And so, just because of the level geometry, like, the camera's gonna be bad. Like, I think even if you had parallel cam, it probably wouldn't even help that much in that kind of situation either. Yeah, so this is a womp fight, although, you know, that's probably gonna be... Probably won't be hearing that until after it's over, but yeah. Excellent. I mean, this kind of just sounds like me trashing on the hack, but like... Like, that is the one drawback, but, like, it actually has, like, cohesive levels that, you know, make sense. Like, it's like an actual ROM hack, you know? Like, there are a lot of hacks that aren't like that and just, like, you know, just make a square and then, like, do stuff with that. Like, instead of making, like some kind of fantasy world. Like, they all have, like, themes and stuff. Like, this one's about cubes. So, like, in that sense, like, it's pretty good as a casual hack, even if, like, some parts of it might be a little awkward to play. I mean, on the most part, like, you actually have, you know, like, levels and stuff. Which sounds like not that high of a standard, but, like, I don't know, there are a lot of hacks that don't have that, so... And the only other hacks that do are, like, loaded hacks and, like, maybe Last Impact, kinda? Oh, and Gale hacks. Yeah, Gale hacks have actual levels as well. And people that have redone Gale hacks. Or rebooted, I guess would be more accurate. So yeah, just collecting coins. Yeah, so I mean, these secrets, like, there's no indication of where they are. Like, as far as I can tell, there wasn't even a pattern to them either. So you just kind of gotta go on top of anything that you can find and hope that you find all the secrets. Kind of unfortunate. But I guess they're not in, like, particularly bad places. Well, except maybe the ones inside the house, because all the other ones are, like, on top of rectangles. But these ones, like, are on top of a bookcase, which I guess is, like, kind of a rectangle, so it's not that bad. Like, that's a triangular prism rather than a rectangular prism, so that kind of breaks the pattern, you know? So, you know, those might be pretty hard to find casually, but I feel like if you just go around and climb on top of stuff, you'll eventually find them. It's not like some other hacks, like maybe Green Stars before the Visible Secrets version, like Green Stars 1.3, where, like, they were just never... The secrets were just completely invisible, and they were, like, really hard to find because they were just in weird places that you would not necessarily expect. Especially Course 8, like, that was a disaster. Yeah. So, better than that, at least. I mean, Green Stars 2.1 kind of fixed that by making little objects that would be where the secrets are, so you can see them. But that version also took away Lakitu Camp, which was a little bit of a problem for some long bouncing sections of Metal Cap. Oh, there's a text box that tells you. Well then, I didn't know about that. I guess it's been a while since I've played this. I mean, you know, from watching the run, you're not going to see the bomb, right? But I did look at some of the movement just to see like how it would go. Yeah, so this one's called Mario's Kingdom. You got these houses and stuff, right, with the L on it and the W for like Luigi and Wario. So I guess that's kind of the theme, but like there's kind of a random castle here. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit scattered, but you know, you got.
Mamma mia!
Yeah, I guess these plants might also be a little bit counterintuitive because like there's just that one plant that's kind of by itself over there, and then the rest of them are all in this area here. Which, well, hopefully by the time the stream delay fixes all the mentions the correct area. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, as it turns out, like you don't actually need to push that block. You can like just long jump ledge grab the next box. So you can save some time by, you know, not doing that. You can also triple jump off the box and land on the other box. Yeah, okay, so commentary. I should like try doing that. I mean, he's just getting stars, you know? Like they're just. Maybe if I read chat now. If I remember correctly, I think gets all the stars here. There's gonna be some coin collecting later. Yeah, it's nice having wing cap. You can just get it right away because it's in course 1. It makes a lot of other things. You know, makes the route simpler. You don't have to worry about wing cap requirements. Although later on with certain other caps, specifically Vanish Cap being in Overworld 2, I think there's at least 1 star in this Overworld that requires Vanish Cap, so he's going to have to go into Overworld 2 and then come back to Overworld 1 to get stars with Vanish Cap after that. Yeah, so this is Secrets again, but this time the theme is like all the secrets have a little M symbol next to them, so you just gotta find those M's. Well, except the last one, which is gonna be a W. But I don't think that's too far off the pattern. It's understandable that it can be like that.
Here we go! Let's go!
Alright, so if I've been counting correctly, there's just reds and hundreds left here. Okay. So yeah, because of this wing cap, you can kind of just fly around the level and grab other coins on the way. Okay, since that was the fifth coin, he did manage to grab that one coin ring. It looked like a pretty close call. Well, I guess if you had audio, you would have heard it being collected. I guess one other thing to notice about this hack is there aren't many situations where you're just left with a very large space that you have to just go across, you know? Like just a large flat plane with nothing in it. It doesn't do that. That's a good thing. You see a lot of other hacks that do that kind of a lot. And, so not looking too bad. Wait, someone's changing the title? Huh. I haven't been doing that myself, which means someone else has been doing it. Huh. Unless there's some automated thing.
Here we go!
Alright, so now he's just gonna warp back to the middle, and the red coin star is there, maybe? Yeah, okay. Alright, so now he's gonna get the metal cap, which is in course 3. But since he wants, well, I mean, I'm not sure.
Let's go!
I don't know if he's gonna change his route because it's a marathon, or if he's gonna stick with the same route that he used in PB. Probably going to. It's probably going to want to get the Wiggler in course 7 out of the way as fast as possible. The terrain there is a bit sketch, and the Wiggler can do some sketch things that can waste a decent amount of time. Just want to get that out of the way. He's going to go straight for Metal Cap. He's going to get 1 star here, and then he's going to go to Bowser 1, so he can go over to take a while.
Here we go!
Yeah, for some reason the metal cap is golden in this game, and the level that it's in, you know, has a kind of gold and/or currency theme to it. Well,
Mamma
with all
mia!
like the dollar sign symbols and the like textures of like paper currency as well. Alright, it's about one. I think he's just gonna get the key right now, because there is a star here that he gets later, but that requires Vanish Cap, and so you know, he doesn't have Vanish Cap yet. So he's gonna come back here later after getting it. Pretty slick backflip right there. Good to see backflips being used in a hack other than SSRM 7.5. It's a pretty rare occurrence. That already you know, puts his game up higher on the rankings of good speedruns. Got backflips. So this looks like a pretty standard Bowser fight. And there he goes. Alright, so he's going to take that key, he's going to bring it to the door, bust that door open, and move on to the next world. Gonna head right into Dark Light Cave here. He gets all 7 stars in this one, if I recall. I think there's some act-specific stuff going on here. I think like the Wiggler doesn't appear until like Act 3 or something. Well, he didn't in his PB18 code, so it doesn't look like he's going to here either. Otherwise, he would have already done it, I would expect. Yeah, so there's a nice skip coming up here. So you can like side flip wall kick up there, and then instead of going around the rest of the way, oh, you missed it. Rip. Alright, so what the plan was to double jump and then ledge grab the platform above. That way you don't have to like navigate that super thin path floating in the air. You can just kind of skip right to the end.
Here we go!
And there it is. Okay, so this is going to be the secrets in the water here. And I think after that's the igloo, because the other two stars, yeah. The other two stars are red, and then some other star that doesn't appear until... Oh. Kind of getting destroyed by ants. Oh, okay, he'll be fine. He's not gonna drown.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, these corridors here, like, you can't really see anything. You just kind of gotta go with it. I guess you don't really need to see anything, you just have to walk forward through it anyway. Yeah, the wig lives here, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't appear until you select this act. Yeah, these rocks, like the Wiggler can climb up on the rocks and such, making it be a bit awkward. I mean, this looks like it's going pretty decently. Oh, did he fall through the... Oh, well, rip that. Probably just go to Vanish Cap and get the star again to try again, or not, or you can just die. Maybe the Vanish Cap entrance isn't active on this act, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, apparently this is why you want to get the Wiggler out of the way as soon as possible. I didn't really know exactly that could happen. Because I guess in this PB, he didn't have that happen because that's the one that PB would reset otherwise. Okay, this time he's not near the spike, so he probably shouldn't be able to clip through it. Okay, yeah.
Here we go! Let's go! Here we go! Let's go!
Yeah, okay. So now he's gonna do coins. Yeah, they're gonna be pretty much scattered throughout the level, as far as I can tell. Kinda gotta go to each area. You know, typical red coin stuff for most hacks. Nowadays, people see that as kind of a bad thing, but yeah. And this level's not that big that it's a problem. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like, this hack, the levels are not super big, which is a nice thing. So there's enough going on that makes it interesting. I mean, it can get a little cramped sometimes. It's not too bad. So now he just has to go back to the central part of the level, I think. And then there, the rest of it should Alright, so just the one on this stalagmite here, and then there should be one loaded ground. Yeah, there it is.
Here we go! Here we go! Let's go!
Okay, so now he's gonna go to the Vanish Cap level. I think there's just one star in there. It's kind of weird because, you know, there's 1 star in Vanish Cap, 2 stars in Moon Cap, and I think 3 stars in Metal Cap, because there's a Secrets and a Reds in Metal Cap. But I guess with hacks of this time period, it isn't unusual for cap levels to have different amounts of stars than each other. Like Super Mario 74, for instance, had one that had, you know, different numbers of stars in each of its cap levels. So I guess nowadays a lot of hacks are just like they either put. Oh no, there are reds in here as well. Never mind. Okay. So there are at least 2 then. Maybe there are others in the cap that we just didn't get. Alright, so now he has Vanish Cap. He's gonna go back over for 1, clean things up here. Starting with course 2. Which in PB, he did a super long elevator ride for a star. And it looks like that's where he's going again. I have my doubts that it's worth getting the star in the route, but oh yeah, because I think this is like star 6, so do anything for act specific stars. So there might be a star to replace this with, but yeah, I don't know. Because this elevator ride takes quite some time. Yep, auto scrollers. Everyone's favorite in speedruns. Like, I'm surprised he even gets the star. Like, I would almost just avoid the auto scroller on principle, but you know, I guess sometimes you just want a little break in the middle of your speedrun just to chill out for a bit. I don't know.
Here we go! Let's go!
Yeah, as far as I know, no more that particular elevator ride. At least it wasn't that way in PB. Alright. Now it's at the top of the castle, so there's a star over here. There's going to be another one on the other tower. There's going to be a big boo.
Let's go! Mamma mia! Let's go!
This quicksand's being a little rough. Alright, we're almost out of this level. I think there's just one more, and it's pretty short. You don't have to climb up the castle like you do for all the other stars. Yeah, so he's just gonna dive into this lake and swim into the darkness, and suddenly there's a light. Okay, now for the level that is based on Sonic, it looks like. Hell Zone. That looks like going for reds right away. Yeah, so this little part of the mountain is awkward. Pretty tight corridors. Hard to see where you're going. Yeah, I think these are the points. Skip these blues, and then yeah, there's 2 more reds. And that'll add up to exactly 100.
Hegel.
I think he's gonna be fighting the boss here. Yeah, it's that way. There's a King of a Bomb disguised as Dr. Eggman or something. Good old delaying the text box. Because you have to climb that mountain up there anyway. Might as well use that time. Now get closer to where you need to go. Now this next one, if I'm correct about this, I think the only reason he gets his stars because there's a star-specific one right after it that you can't get without getting this. Because he has to swim for quite a while, and then he's got to drink the water. Yeah. So this looks like it takes quite a while. It would not really be worth it to get otherwise, but it seems that because another star in this level is fast and requires star 4 to be selected, I think, he's going to have to get this one. Yeah, so you know that ground there is quicksand. So if he isn't swimming in those little trenches, die in quicksand. And I feel like there's got to be a way to clip into there with the water still there. Usually with water you can clip through a ton of things, but maybe you can't. Yeah, so I think in this one, the star just isn't there if you're not on the correct act. So yeah, there's an underwater switch, and there's a star under it. Alright, I think that, yeah, that's everything here. Now he's going to go to course 3, which he went to in order to get to the metal cap level. But now he's going to get all the stars in here. Alright, this level is pretty much just this central tower, surrounded by like a little bit of desert. So yeah, pretty thin hallways here. But not much to worry about. Good old waffle cheese. Doesn't seem to be working all that well, but you know, maybe this time. There it is. And I think there's... oh no. I think there's just a star in that box. Yep, okay. Alright, so it looks like it's coin collecting now. Few around the tower, and then there's gonna be the rest all the way up. Fly Guys will provide the rest of the coins.
Here we go! Here we go! Let's go!
Alright, let's see. Go for it. Okay.
Here we go!
Oh yeah, I guess on this act, you know, you just go through the hallway and it just warps you
Let's go!
right to the star. Alright, so now for the star that was in the single star tournament. In the match of Mercer against Naomi Mugi, I think.
Here we go!
Yeah. So I didn't go for the single star strat for that, it seems. So here's that Vanish Cap star I was talking about earlier. Back in Bowser 1. Oh, that's the Fly Guy. It's gonna be rough. Or not. Oh, are we gonna get to see another backflip? Here it comes. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, okay, so up here there's going to be a Vanish Cap and a Wing Cap. And it's going to fly back to the beginning of the level, where there's a star and a cage.
Here we go!
Oh yeah, so now is the Rainbow Road, which, yeah, apparently, like, people like to make levels of this thing in ROM hacks. Like, in the community collab hack, there was a level based on the same thing this is based on. It's the same track. I think it's like in Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. The Rainbow Road in that game is this. And this is also in Star Event 7.5. There's a level that's like this. Although I think the colors are a bit brighter. And I think it's a bit bigger in scale as well than this one. But it seems to be based on the same thing for the most part. Alright, so now for the timer star, which he's not actually going a lap around the track. It's going to this little hut here, which I think is an addition to, you know, the original level. I don't think that was in the original Mario Kart track. You just kind of added this section just to have this timer star.
Let's go!
If I recall, I think there's only 2 stars from this level that it gets. It might be 3 though, I'm not. Oh, those books are just fly guys, okay. That's kind of funny.
Here we go!
Excellent, excellent. Alright.
Let's go!
Yeah, I think there's just one more star that's like hidden in a bookcase somewhere. Or maybe it does get 3 stars here. And the bookcase one is after this. Okay. I guess I forgot about that star there.
Here we go!
Yeah, I thought it was this bookcase. Yeah, there it is. We got some discoloration on some of those books to give away that, you know, they're fake.
Let's go!
Alright, so this is, yeah. The level kinda has a lot of collection missions. There are... But I don't know if you actually get a star for plants. Maybe you don't. So it's just reds and secrets then. And there are a lot of plants though. I don't know if they actually spawn a star though. Alright, so that cannon's going to be useful for 2 other stars in this level. Specifically, well, let's save that till we get to it. But in one of them there's going to be a wing cap that seems to be star specific. And wing cap is what we get there. Playing it safe with block pressure. A little more than was strictly necessary, but you don't want to have it be too far away and not make it, and then go back and have to push it more. So you might as well just make sure you're getting up there. Alright, so just one more flag here. Yeah, so these secrets definitely have a common theme to them. And they're just on top of all the flags. And most other secrets in this game seem to have an outlier of sorts. But in this one, they don't.
Here we go! Let's go!
Yeah, so this one's a metal cap star once again. We have a metal cap, an underwater switch with the star in it. And I don't think that metal cap was there back when he was here getting secrets, so I guess it's star specific. Oh, and the fish isn't in the way this time, so he'll actually get it with the metal cap. But I remember in his PB, the fish kind of blocked him, so his metal cap ran out, and he had to grab the star from the switch without the metal cap, which apparently is possible to do, but I mean, it seems like you kind of just, like, the metal cap is on the way to the star, and having to swim through that tiny corridor could be dangerous with a fish lurking there. I mean, it could eat you if you don't have a metal cap to protect yourself. So swimming through those thin hallways would be probably not quite as good as just being able to walk through them with a metal cap like that. So just ignoring the metal cap altogether is not all that great. So yeah, that's the use of the cannon. That star right there, like you see, that's a hangable ceiling, which is like one of the worst things in all of Mario 64, because you just move so slowly when you're on it. But luckily there's that little support pillar there, and you can walk it off it to grab the star without having to hang on the ceiling at all. Very nice skip. Good use of the cannon. This is good stuff all around. You get a skip a climbable ceiling. Very nice. The only thing worse than climbable ceilings is elevator rides. Pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Maybe climbable ceilings are even worse than elevator rides, if such a thing is even possible. Who knows?
Here we go!
Maybe the little movement you get in climbable ceilings only makes things worse than the no movement you get in the elevators. Because with that, at least you know you're waiting. With the climbable ceiling, it's like you can move, but it's like you can't move very fast. So it's kind of like waiting, but not really waiting because you still have to do something while you're waiting. You know, it's just rough. Climbable ceilings, no good. Skip those whenever possible. Except like in, what was it, Guitar Attack 2, where he made you move super fast on climbable ceilings because he knew they were awful. So he had them in the hack, but you know, made you move at a drastically increased speed so that it isn't quite so bad. But that's a bit of new technology that probably was not available at the time this hack was made. So there's not really any kind of forgiveness for putting that climbable ceiling star in, other than the fact that it's skippable, I guess. Yeah, the two cardinal sins of Mario 64 on that. Slow climbable ceilings and long elevator rides. Just don't do it, okay? It's never good. I wonder if there are any more things that you should never do in Mario 64 on hack. I can't really think of anything other than those two. Maybe like those moving poles and Dire Docks. Maybe like putting in a section with those in it can be like on similar levels of terribleness. I mean, I guess I can think in Lost Dreams, the final level of that one. Like the pole section's pretty bad. So maybe that is it after all. That's the third one. Moving poles. So I guess at least this hack doesn't do that. Although it does commit the other two cardinal sins. As we will see in Bowser 2, I think. Oh yeah, also in Course 2 there was a long elevator ride, so yeah, even without the one in Bowser 2. Yeah. And I think the one in Bowser 2 can't even be skipped.
Here we go! Here we go! Let's go!
Yeah, so I think on this act there's going to be a wind cap right next to the cannon. It helps you get to the start here.
Here we go!
Alright, so that's the end of that level. Nice little village on the water. You know, like canals in there and stuff. It's kind of like Venice, but on a much smaller scale.
Let's go!
Oh yeah, so this Toad's just hanging out inside of these like Vanish Cap ice balls, or if they're even nice. I mean, this is a nice level, so maybe so. Also, I remember this having music from Perfect Dark, which is pretty legit. So yeah.
Here we go! Let's go!
Oh yeah, fixed cam shot here as well, so that you can see where you're going with the lava bounces. Looks like it didn't quite go as planned.
Here we go!
Gonna go for round 2. This time it looks right. There it goes. I think you're supposed to get the metal cap for that, but apparently there's no need. I think I remember seeing this in one of Space's single-star comps. Probably didn't have time to set up the fixed cam, but he definitely used a similar strategy there. Probably just did it much more recklessly in order to save some time. So yeah, this slide's a bit weird. Geometry is kind of not conducive to sliding, which is why he has to like not slide for a lot of it. Because if you tried to slide, all this sketchy geometry would. Oh, I guess that was a while ago. Got at the wrong stream. Rip? Maybe you forgot to open the cannon and realized it there? Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's gonna cost some time. Probably was supposed to open that for the lava bounce star.
Here we go!
Alright.
Let's go!
I think there's also a penguin star in this one. I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna go back up there to get that wing cap by that star. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, there are just like 3 baby penguins all right next to each other, with, as far as I know, no indication of which one is the real one. So you just kind of gotta guess 3 times. A little bit of a dick move on Sanji02's part, but oh, I guess he goes by Midoji, or at least that's what Aglab has as the hack creator here. Pretty sure, like, when the hack was released, went by Sanji02.
Here we go!
Yeah, okay, you take this wing cap and you fly to the baby penguins. So, looks like Tala knows which penguin's real. Alright, so this is Bowser 2. With these weird rainbows. It's a little bit fragmented, you know, kind of like Bowser 1 with like the flying ships and such. I guess these Bowser levels get a bit more abstract. But I mean, that's also the case in original S64 anyway. So yeah, I think normally you get a metal cap to press a switch to open that gate, but you know, as with gates that are underwater, we all know the drill on those. You just clip through those easy peasy, no problem. Just like in Zatar Attack and Metal Cap. Yeah, because people totally know OGZA. for sure. I mean, it might also happen to Tarkak Rebooted. I'm not sure if I remember there being an underwater gate in there. I think there was. Like, it has to, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing in that one as well. Oh yeah, and contrary to what you might think, just from looking at these rainbows here, and knowing what you know of rainbow drugs, you'd think the dark rainbow there would be quicksand, but as it turns out, it's not. It's just slippery. So I guess that's what happens when you're in a normal hack. Like, things are just not quicksand. Like, oh no. Oh, that's rough. Right before the elevator ride, too. So we must do the long climb once again. Yep, so, you know, you just gotta chill there. Well, until a fire hits you. Okay. Managed to recover. Yep, just a, you know, standard run-of-the-mill elevator ride. Just get to take a little break. You know, not too much. Otherwise, the fire spitter will get you. But, you know, it looks pretty uneventful here. I think if you're trying to get reds in this, you gotta like take a detour from it, like go collect some reds and then get back on it before it disappears or something. So that can be a bit hectic. And also, like, if you happen to die because of trying to get the reds, you know, to spend so much time climbing to get up here, it just seems like a little bit of a mess for a casual player. I think that happened to me quite a bit when I was playing this. I kept dying to reds, and then I had to spend a lot of time climbing back up. Such a long level. It's pretty frustrating. Yeah, once again, pretty standard Bowser fight, it looks like. Didn't really want to do anything fancy. There's not really a reason to. Like, nobody wants to have to deal with Bowser throws. Might as well make them, you know, as easy as possible. And, you know, who in that day and age is gonna make a custom boss fight? You know, people didn't start doing that until a lot more recently. Like, the only... I mean, Cosme, of course, has custom boss fights, but, like, since Tartak rebooted, Aglab made some interesting Bowser fights there. I think there's only 2 stars that he gets in here. Although this is going to be a pretty cool strat coming up for this one. He's going to use water to clip through a wall. And then come out of the water after clipping through, because there's not water on the other side of this gate. And then there's a box with a star in it that you can just grab. Pretty slick. Oh, he's getting another star here. Huh. Oh, no, never mind. That's not the tower level. Yeah, this volcano thing. Yeah, a lot of lava bouncing going on here. Yeah, I think this tunnel's long enough that if you tried to go all the way through it with a metal cap instead of a shell, the cap would run out before you could get to the star. And I guess those little gaps in the lava would be annoying to try to lava bounce over. You'd have to like control your spacing, which would inevitably slow you down, which would probably decrease the likelihood that you'd be able to make it through there on a single metal cap anyway. Yeah, so before we went up this lava bounce tower here, but there's also just a star up there, which is kind of funny. You got a star up there, and you also got a shell, which leads you to another star. So you don't have to do that part twice. think it's just one more here. Unless he hasn't gotten the one that's on top of his pillars there. Okay, 2 more then. I think it's 6 total, and he's gotten 4 so far. This will be the 5th. There's a little patch of lava there that's not actually the bottom.
Here we go!
There it is. Okay, now it's time for World 3. Only 21 stars left in the run. Now 20.
Let's go! Here we go!
So you can just kind of clip through the lamp there, just climb up the pole right into the star, even though those platforms right next to it suggest that you're supposed to jump off the pole onto those platforms and then drop down onto the star from above. It seems that's entirely unnecessary.
Here we go! Let's go!
Yeah, it seems the stars in this level are pretty quick.
Here we go! Let's go!
Alright, that's right, yeah. I think this will be the last one in here. I guess I don't really remember entirely, but what's gonna happen is gonna long jump to that lamp in the middle of the ceiling, and there's a star up there. I think it's not long jump, triple jump dive, and yeah, it looks like a pretty tight jump,
Let's go!
pretty precise. So I guess we finally found out that, you know, whoever's room this is a little bit more hardcore than just playing the floor is lava, right? Because in this case, the floor is quicksand.
Here we go! Let's go!
Alright, so now we got this nice ice cloud level. We have to go through the shell ride. To get to the edge into this thing. Where you can then wall kick between these walls to get up to the top. So what I'm curious is about, is it possible to just, from the start, without even using the shell, just kind of start wall kicking between those walls and then make your way to the top? I mean, those walls don't look quite parallel, so you probably have to be pretty clever to figure out a way to use them to get all the way to the top. But I think it'd be pretty cool if someone could figure that out. Maybe someone already has, I don't know. I haven't really watched the top runners of this game. Which is like space. And I guess cuts. I think there was a weekly race of this hack one time. So like there's a decent number of people on the leaderboard. It's just like all the people who did that weekly race. Yeah, way back when we still did weekly races. Years upon years ago. No, that's probably only like 4 or 5 years ago. Or maybe less than that. I don't know. I don't really remember the timeline of how things went. Were they before RHD2 is the question, I guess. Because I think this is the 3rd SSRM right now. Like, dang. Yeah, so I think the last star is going to get a year. It did open the cannon, I don't remember him using the cannon yet. So maybe there's actually 2 more stars here. Well, this one he's just going to use the shell to cheese his way up this mountain. And then do a nice slope jump to snipe a star. I think the slope jump's actually intended. I don't really see any other way of getting a star that's just out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so I think there's going to be one more here. It's going to involve the cannon. Yeah, so I guess there's a cannon on top of this mountain as well, and you can use that to blast yourself into a star.
Here we go! Let's go!
Alright, so now this lava course.
Here we go.
A lot of warps here.
Let's go.
Oh, star count's getting pretty high. We're almost to 90. I think I remember getting reds here, so like this star count's probably gonna be like 84 or 85 after this is done.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go.
Alright, so yeah, I gotta remember like the end of these secrets is like super risky. Unless that was just because he accidentally took lava bounces he didn't mean to. But I think, like... Oh yeah, no. Okay. Comes out with 2 health and is like right above a giant lava spike. But I guess it's not all that dangerous because you have the momentum to get over it and you just land on some coins.
Let's go.
Oh, the shell's not there anymore, it seems.
Here we go. Let's go.
Left. That will bring points over to 95, at which point, yeah, there's a row of 5 points.
Here we go! Here we go!
Alright, so that's it for this level. I think. Oh, but that was course 12. Maybe there are 2 more courses here? 15 and 14, I guess.
Let's go!
It looks like it'll be 15. I don't remember him getting 5 stars in here, so I guess. Now, maybe it's only 3 here, and then there's 2. That'll probably be
Mamma mia! Let's go!
Alright, let's see if we'll be able to climb the tower this time. Oh, at least it didn't fall down. And there it is.
Here we go! Let's go!
If I recall, Bowser 3 takes like 10 minutes or so. So this might be around just 2 hours. So that's a lot underestimate. Yeah, I guess this level is a little bit similar to Green Stars Course 5 and parts of Green Stars Bowser 3, maybe? Kind of a similar theme, like a factory with spinning gears. Although the gears are more like discs in this case, but pretty similar.
해고.
Alright, nice little Vanish Cap Shell combo. And that sort of thing appears decently often in hacks. Like, I think Course 2 and Twisted Adventures has that a lot. Ah, yes, the Aquarium Pit. That's right. Alright, this is a little bit of a disaster. A little bit more of a disaster, it seems. Alright, well now that the Fly Guy's gone, this pole climb should be relatively safe. Alright, so now for the hidden warp into this area that we will see once again fairly soon.
해고.
Alright, just one more and we got 90, then we go through Bowser 3.
Here we go!
Alright, I'm there. So you're gonna notice this looks pretty familiar. They were kind of just here. So now there's these weird checkerboards. Not really sure what these are supposed to be. Without having to do USL key. Alright, so these ones, I think there's like a specific path you have to take. Or maybe with this one it's just there's just a warp in the middle of one of these random blocks. I think somewhere there's like something you can find that tells you where to go. And in this one I think you have to take a specific path, because either maybe some of the things are quicksand or they're invisible walls or something like that. But, and I think there's like a map of that telling you where you're supposed to go. Somewhere. Not quite sure where, but it's not just like randomly have to figure out which way to go just by trial and error or something. No, there's definitely some other way to find out. There might have to be a filler run. Although I don't know how lenient that estimate is for the randomizer. Like, I don't. So this tower from course 1. Pretty much the same tower again. So you have to climb it once again. Now it's course 2. So it's pretty much just going to take you through a lot of the earlier levels in the game. A little bit of a medley at the end of the half. 3. 1257 seems to be. Looks like they're skipping some courses. Yeah, both sounds a bit correct. So this is already course, I don't remember the course number of this, but you know, we just saw this not too long ago. Or something similar to this. The gap between those two was not quite as high back in above it. Yeah, you gotta be careful with this shell section. If you ever touch one of those lava walls, it will burn you and you'll lose your shell. And then you're pretty much dead. No! All the way back to checkerboards. Oh. I think that was the last one, too. Yeah, Space has record for a 9-star. think this pipe right here is Bowser. Yep, okay. Back on track. Once again, since it's a standard Bowser, right? Making use of how Bowser grabs work. There. There it is. Alright. Did it. Coming in underestimate by quite a bit. Bit unfortunate with the deaths in Bowser 3, but still made it through. Alright, there we go.